It's time for the best dress list at the Veolia Cincinnati Showcase presented by 6-0. The last PPA tournament was a grand slam, which means the stakes were a little bit higher, but also means that the pros showed up with a little extra flair when it comes to their fashion game. Let's talk about some of my favorite looks from this last tournament. But before we begin, hi! My name is Victoria Radnothy, and I'm the official fashion correspondent for the PPA Tour. For every single PPA tournament, I'm curating the best dress list and talking about all kinds of different tips and tricks on how you can elevate your pickleball fashion game whenever you hit the court. So without further ado, let's jump in and look at some of the best dressed pickleball pros from the tournament. Can we even make a best dress list without mentioning Jorja Johnson and Tyra Hurricane Black? Every time these two step out on the court, especially when they are partnered together, they are bringing something so new and interesting and innovative to the pro pickleball fashion game. And there were so many looks at this tournament from them that I really liked, but let's talk about probably the most shocking looks of the bunch. It is this black ensemble from Wiskii. As soon as they stepped out on court on semifinal Saturday, the way my jaw dropped. It's giving Y2K in the best way possible. There's something about the halter top and that rosette applique that is so reminiscent of that early 2000s fashion that we saw on the runway. So how fun and playful and exciting is that to see in athleisure, and especially on the pro pickleball court, worn by the top players in the game. So while this top is technically a vest, they paired it with a black sports bra underneath just to give them maximum coverage and support when they're playing a very competitive game of women's doubles, and with a simple, sleek black skirt. And then they kept their accessorizing very simple with black hair bows and black visors. My only critique is that they would wear black sneakers just to really round out and give it one monochromatic look. But other than that, I love that they're constantly elevating the game, changing things up, working with different brands, and really just experimenting when it comes to women's fashion on the pickleball court. I also really liked their lavender dresses from Bow Plus T. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this is the brand. Just a classic fit and flare with a pleated skirt, tennis dress, and these are just so flattering. The silhouette looks so good on literally anybody and every body type. So of course the pros look gorgeous, and the color is absolutely stunning. It's so bright and stands out beautifully against the crowd and on the pro pickleball court. And I like particularly that Jorja Johnson's lavender shoes also matched her dress. So yet another 10 out of 10 performance when it comes to the fashion game from these two pros. Next, we have Grayson Goldin. Grayson is a newly signed pickleball pro, and so he has got to make a splash when it comes to making those first impressions on the pro pickleball court. And he showed up in style, which I'm so happy to report. Sometimes you could just never go wrong with an all white because it's just so clean and so fresh, and you always look good and tailored no matter what. Grayson is clad head to toe in Knox pickleball, and I like this pop of red that you get from the piping detail along the seam of the shorts and along the back. I think that's just such a fun little addition to a very classic look. And bonus points for matching the socks and the shoes being the same brand. That's always just a nice touch and a nice detail. Next on the list, we have Kate Fahey. I just love her simple, sleek aesthetic. She always just looks clean and put together. And I think this blue athletic dress from Yola is a standout look for her. The color is amazing, and I think that rich blue is just so flattering on her skin tone and so pretty. And I like how she added an extra little pop of color with her yellow Mizuno court shoes. I think the high slit in the dress is so helpful for a player like Kate who's playing singles and she's just running around the court. She needs maximum, mobility, and her clothes need to be able to really move and stretch with her. So a high slit is awesome for competitive pickleball gameplay, as well as the cutout in the back of the dress is just so great for some added ventilation. So this dress is just textbook example of fashionable and functional. When I saw what Max Freeman was wearing, I said, wait a minute, is this Max Freeman or is this Hayden Patriquin? Do you see the similarities here? I really like this look from Max Freeman. This is just a great example of a clean look for the male pickleball players. You can never go wrong with a crisp white t-shirt, white shoes, white socks, and then a pop of color, and in this case, like a teal short from Lululemon. That combo, it kind of never fails. And I even appreciate that Max's sweatband is also white. Like, just way to pay attention to the details and look super sharp. If you're looking for some male pickleball fashion inspo, this look is definitely one to recreate. Oh, how I love when Anna Leigh Waters walks out in a new FILA set. It's like Christmas morning every time she debuts a new set. This outfit is no different. I think my favorite color combination has got to be the yellow and the purple. So at first I was a little surprised because I wouldn't initially think that pairing a butter yellow color with a soft lilac purple would be good. Maybe I wouldn't wear this color combo like in my streetwear, but because it's athletic wear, it totally works. I'm a sucker for all things butter yellow, so of course I love the top. I also like that there's that yellow and white stripe detailing on the waistband. So cute, really ties the whole outfit together and makes it look like one cohesive look. And of course, Anna Leigh just knows how to style things and keep things sleek. And she goes for white accessories like her white FILA hat, socks, and shoes. I will say this color combo is a little weird for fall. I would kind of prefer this color combo to live in the springtime instead of in the fall time. Like I think her burgundy and orange FILA fit would be a lot better for moving into the fall season. There's a lot of athletic wear lines right now who are really embracing lilac and lavender for whatever the reason in the fall season, so she's perfectly on trend. Let's talk about Chris Haworth. Now, everyone wants to talk about his pickleball game, but I want to talk about his fashion game. I love this electric blue from Babolat. This is just a good example of when you want to look clean and you want to keep it easy. So just pick a matching top and bottom in the same color and add a pop of color with your shoes, or keep it with a neutral black or white shoe and sock, and you look great. And I also like that these shoes also have that similar kind of dark blue that matches the rest of his outfit. So it's just a great detail, really ties everything together nicely. And finally, finishing up the best dressed list, we have Jackie and Jade Kawamoto. I could not mention the Kawamoto girls after their incredible performance winning the gold medal in women's doubles, and they looked great doing it. The twins were twinning in emerald green tank tops and like a light sage green fitted skirt on the bottom. So cute, so flattering. These looks are from Lululemon. This look is just classic racket sports, and I like too that they even matched with braiding their hair, and they both went for black visors. I just love how they really matched to the max, and I just love anytime a partnership really coordinates outfits. And I really like how some of the siblings like Alex and Angie Walker or Hunter and Yates Johnson like fully twin. I think there's something like really fun, kind of satisfying about that visually. So I love that the Kawamoto girls did that as well, and they looked great. And clearly, as I always say, the adage goes that if you look your best, you play your best too. And these two are no exception to that rule. So that wraps up the best dress list from the Cincinnati Showcase presented by 6-0. Wow, that tournament is a mouthful. Tell me, what was your favorite fashion moment from the tournament? Was there one I missed? Please let me know, because there are so many fashion moments that it is nearly impossible to cover everybody. But there's one thing for certain is we are seeing after every single PPA tournament is that the fashion game is only elevating and getting better and better. So I personally can't wait to see what the rest of the season holds for some incredible fashion moments. And if you want a major discount from Pickleball Central and shop all of your favorite apparel, gears, nets, balls, anything you could ever need when you play pickleball, shop using my link to get the best and lowest discount on all of the products in your shopping cart. Be sure to follow pickleball.com on Instagram or go straight to our website if you are the reading type. But don't just watch the highlight reels of incredible points like this on our social media. I could not recommend enough that you find a PPA tour stop near you, because watching the action like this live and in person is so much fun, because you'll have an absolute blast watching your favorite pros up close and personal. Now go dress up and play pickleball. Bye!